Coming up, it's an NFC West battle as we'll see the Cardinals host the Seahawks. Arizona needs a win to split the series for the third straight year. It's the close of the regular season, and it's next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that would...
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Well, that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Murray off play action. Steps away to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Meanwhile, Murray's throw there complete to Hamler. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Murray now on first down. They're going right back to Hamler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. It's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They run it with Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Garoppolo now. The throw taken in by Cole. And one more time. Again the juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. K.J. Hamler on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Prater for the extra point. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And, you know, the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's got Cole on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Woo, yeah! And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Watkins here.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Cole. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. That catch good for only a couple.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hey, Charles, you give me water? Oh, geez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jordan Brooks with it. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. First down, Murray. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there as well.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that's complete to Swain. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the captain.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the delay, here's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. Nice move at the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Oh, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4th-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Myers' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here, hauled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're hit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cards stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost return it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it. It's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona defense now onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Well, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out the left flag. And he gets in. And nobody was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Garoppolo on first down.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw going to be taken in by Cole.
And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for